Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick video and point out some of the new features that we've put into the email summaries. Those are the weekly or daily emails that either yourself or your managed agents will receive that pretty much summarizes everything for the transactions that they're involved in. And before I show you some of the new improvements, I will go in briefly on how to turn on and off email summaries, just in case you are not using them. You'll notice here I'm in the admin area and I'm under user accounts, and I can see all of my users here. There is a column called email summaries, and this is where I can turn on or off the daily, which is the one on the left, or the weekly summaries, which is the one on the right. So the dailies is essentially Monday through Saturday, and then if you want them to receive one on Sunday or only one on Sunday, then you can only turn on the weekly summary. Again, you can do this for any user, managed agents or standard. So let's take a look at the new and improved weekly summary. You'll notice if you've used these in the past, we've removed the A-frame logo. So we wanted to make this a little more white label, if you will. And on the weekly summaries, there's always a transaction stats chart at the top. The daily summaries do not include this, but it does give sort of a nice little window into the pipeline for that particular recipient. Down below, we've expanded the summary section. So now you can see obviously dates, those were there before, your task due, but now we've added, we've combined touch dates into one section, and we've also included tasks completed over the past 7 days. So this gives a nice sort of summary, especially if you're dealing with managed agents who can't log into the system and really just want a checklist of everything you've done. This is a great little section for them to see that. Now you'll notice these are all 7 days in the future and 7 days in the past. This is the weekly report. The daily report makes this a little more concise and only shows the previous and next 3 days. So it's a little more concise. The other major change that we have added is essentially you'll see the breakdown for each transaction as well. So any open transaction for this recipient will be listed here, and it will include any dates, any tasks due that are assigned to that particular user. And then of course we'll include any completed tasks should they have been completed in the past 7 or 3 days, depending on the report. So this is a nice little section, essentially where you can see the broad summary up top, and then you can dive into your transactions below. The other thing I'll point out is these links are clickable, and with standard users this has always been the case, but now what we've added is the ability for managed agents to click these items as well. Now, in order to enable links for managed agents, of course managed agents are users that cannot log into the system, you would need to enable their portal, and essentially the link will go to their portal directly. If you have their portal disabled, then there will be no links, and it will work just like the emails have worked in the past. They'll have the information, but none of these links will be clickable. So without further ado, let's go back to the user accounts, and I'll just show you briefly how to enable or disable a portal. It's very simple, works just the same way. I can click this icon, which essentially enables or disables the portal for these particular agents. And then again, of course, you can turn off or on the email summaries there. Last but not least, I will click into one of these managed agents. We've added 2 new features that essentially you can turn on or off for the email summaries. So if you do not want to include contact touch dates, such as birthdays and anniversaries for any contacts in the system that that the agent or managed agent may own, then you can turn those off here. And then also you can turn off purchase anniversaries. So our system essentially knows when a contact has purchased a property, and if an agent is involved in that transaction and you want them to receive sort of their 1 to 5 year purchase anniversaries as a reminder, you can turn that on or off. So just know those are 2 sort of sub items that you can turn on or off for email summaries. Of course, here's where you can enable or disable those as well. You can activate the portal and then of course turn on or off reminders. So I think that pretty much summarizes our new features for the daily summaries. Hope you guys like the improvements we've made. If you have any questions, comments, as always, you can reach out to us at support@aframesoftware.com. Thanks.